chocolate is very complex when it's done right, and these guys do it right. So let's talk a little bit about the process that they do to achieve this incredible chocolate. So first of all, in Ometepe, there are these microclimates all around, and different cacao beans grow in these different climates. And what they do is they hand harvest it. And once they've hand harvested it, they actually peel the cacao beans apart without roasting them. So a lot of people roast it and get rid of the shell. These guys are hand peeling it, and what that does is it leaves the beans intact, so all the nutrients and everything needed for the fermentation are going to be there. All right, so that's the first step. The next step is that they're going to, rather than dumping all the beans in one area and fermenting them and drying them all together, they'll actually do small batch fermentations. Now, when a cacao bean is fermented, what's happening is our esters are being released. Flavors and smells, aromas are being released from these beans. Now, if you do a bunch of different individual fermentations and then add them together, what it does is it supercharges the complexity of that chocolate. So very much like in a fine wine, in the wine industry, we'd call it a one-trick pony. If you have a sip of the wine and you're like, oh, it tastes like raspberries, right? And then you have another sip and it's raspberries, all the way until you're done with the bottle. That's a one-trick pony. That's usually where all the grapes have been dumped in one big tank, fermented with one yeast, and bottled, and it's a one-trick pony. Well, these guys have that complexity where every time you taste it, you get a different flavor profile. You can notice a different aroma. So that's why this chocolate is so amazing. Let's talk about the next step. So after they've fermented it and they blended it together, they've supercharged the flavor profile. Now what they're gonna do is they're gonna stone grind it for 72 hours. And to take it up a notch from that, they're actually going to infuse it with positive intention via singing. So they're singing to the cacao bean, the chocolate, the entire process. Now, I'm a big fan of infusing positive intention and vibration into things. Wine, I never knew it could be done with chocolate, but these guys are doing it, and that's amazing. So when they're grinding it down, the reason they do that is the finer you can get the dust, the more mouthfeel and body that chocolate's gonna have. So it's gonna be nice and like a brittle crack to it, you know, and hold together really well. So 72 hours, positive vibration, infusion, amazing. The next step they do is they package it in a heat-resistant foil so that it ships really well. And the best part about it is that now you can get it with just a click of the button. So it's now sold and distributed through Prima Evo. So if you don't already have the Prima Evo app from the iTunes store or the Android store, go ahead and get that right now. And what you can do is just search chocolate, bam, click it, and it'll be delivered to your house, along with so many other holistic, delicious Nicaraguan products. So check out that app. The next thing I'd like to do is just thank a couple of other people that helped make Everything Nicaragua possible. So if you're looking for Wi-Fi, I've been using Wifinic for a long time now. They definitely answer the phone when you call if there's a problem. Like, I've been here for a year and a half, 2 hurricanes. So when I call them, bam, they're out there to make it work, because I need to make Everything Nicaragua every single day. The next thing I'd like to just give a shout out to is here at CostaMar in Hacienda, Iguana. If you haven't checked it out, definitely come and check out Hacienda, Iguana. Not only does it have some of the best surf breaks in all of Nicaragua, amazing sunsets, it also has a golf course. So if you like golfing, that's awesome. There's 5 restaurants in here. Prima Evo delivers. Wifinic brings the high-speed internet. It's an amazing place to be, a great community, and especially if you have a family. So that's pretty much everything I wanted to mention today on this episode. Thank you so much for watching, and if you find this information valuable, please like it, drop a comment below, and share it with your friends. Everything Nicaragua, right on.